In this episode, we'll be finally bringing our game to life by building custom levels as well as adding this amazing sky effect. So without further ado, let's dive right into Scratch. We'll start by fixing some bugs from the previous episode. For example, the player shouldn't jump while in air, so we're gonna remove this guy. But now that it's so easy to fall, we need something to reset the player, like this. In the collision block, we'll check. If the player falls below y-2, then we'll call a block called reset. We'll reset the camera position and rotation, as well as set the vertical velocity to 0. Now if the player falls, the game will return us back to the level. Place the block at the start as well, and that's basically it for the game mechanics. The problem is that the game looks pretty boring right now, so let's add a skybox effect to liven things up. To do this, we need to restrict the vertical rotation of the camera, sort of like in Crystal Seeker. By default, rot v will equal to this, but when up or down keys are pressed, we'll change these values over here. This creates a smooth transition effect, and all that's left to do is align the sky with it. Add a new costume and apply a gradient effect like this. If you also want clouds, you can import this background from a Scratch project. So in total, there should be 2 costumes, the skybox and an empty costume. Let's call it blank. Then create a new block, render skybox, and place it at the very start. In the block, we'll set our size to 200% and switch our costume to skybox. Next, we're gonna adjust its position in line with the rotation, stamp it, and finally return the costume to blank and set the size to infinity. Look how polished this looks now. But just so the skybox doesn't shift away, let's set the limits for rotate like this, as well as make the background purple. And while we're at it, let's fix another bug. As you can tell, the depth sorting isn't perfect at all. So let's subtract 1 from D if it's the player, and it should work much better. The next step is adding more platform types. I will create 3 new platforms. The red platform will immediately kill us, the yellow platform will make us jump really high, and the violet platform will act as a portal for the next level. We'll set the color of each block using the type list, and then in the fill try block, we're gonna convert it to actual colors. In my case, it's R for red, Y for yellow, and V for violet. So you can play around with this and add some more variety to the level. And to make these blocks functional, let's reset the level if it's red and set val v to 0.2 if it's yellow. Now if the platform is violet, it's slightly more complicated. Let's create a new variable, level, and set it to 1 at the start. Whenever the player collides with the violet block, we'll reset the game and change level by 1. Now here's the plan. Instead of generating all blocks at once, we'll split our list into levels and generate them one by one. To do this, create 2 lists, level min and level max, and fill them in to show what items must be generated. So if level 1 has 5 blocks, then level min would be 1 and level max would be 5. Then for the next level, level min would be 6 and so on. So now the program will only draw blocks in this range. Just set the cuboid number to the respective item in the level min, then replace this with level max minus level min plus 1, which is the length of the level. Take out the player block and do depth sorting, and that's basically it. Now you can add as many blocks as you want and see your levels being generated. Before we end, there is one more thing I want to show you. While I was making this series, I found an easy way to add textures to our game. So that will be done in the next and final episode. Stay tuned for that, and see ya!